Hello, Gemini, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be giving the message for you today. It is a general message, so take it as it resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, don't force it to fit. There are plenty of other wonderful readers here on YouTube that are doing 2020 predictions at this time that might be more aligned with your vibe. For those of you not familiar with me and the channel, I do use profanity. I will talk about adult things. I don't sugarcoat my messages, and I certainly don't filter them. So if that is not your thing, or you have kids around, or you just don't appreciate that kind of a message, respectfully, I get it. I'm always giving you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, Gem, we are going to be getting into your 2020 prediction reading. Now, with the overall theme, we've got Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats, Wild Compassion with Ascended Master Buddha and Peridot, and Communication is Key with the new moon in Gemini, which falls on May 22nd of this year. All right, Gemini, your sign is known for thinking logically, doing what makes sense, doing what is expected or required of you, doing whatever it is that yields the most likely outcome for whatever it is that you are trying to attain. Now, beyond the mind, the heart beats. You're being challenged this year to put logistics aside and feel with your heart space, to truly get in touch with your intuition and not allow your mind to tell you that things that do not feel good are meant to stay in your reality. They are not. Okay. They are not meant to stay in your reality. If it doesn't feel good, it has no place in your experience, and it needs to be let go of. If that means you have to let go of the idea of doing or not doing something, being or not being with someone, experiencing or not experiencing something, whatever it is, you have to listen to your intuition. Whatever you want to achieve, whatever you desire, is always desiring to manifest for you. It doesn't always come about in the way that you think. The divine is brilliant, more brilliant than your brilliant mind could ever possibly imagine. And there's a reason for everything. It's asking you to step out of your mind, stop thinking so logically, and start sensing and feeling more intuitively in order to move forward. Buddha is essentially a wake-up agent, that he's coming in as your guiding guardian with all this incredible heart chakra energy. He's asking you to see and feel clearly through your heart chakra for the truth that is. You never need what you think you need, how you need it. The divine knows how to best get it to you in the most effective and efficient way possible, with the least amount of stress on your emotional body, your physical body, your mental body, your psychological standings, your spirituality. It knows how to give you exactly what you're asking for with the least amount of resistance. So whatever you are planning, whatever you think you need to do, whoever you think you need to please, whatever you think is best, does your heart agree? Does it also feel good? Does it feel good to think that way? Does it feel good to expect that way or anticipate that way? If there are people in your life, in your experience, that are causing you stress, but you feel like you need them, it makes the most sense to keep them around. Maybe they provide money. Maybe they provide some kind of stability or home life. Maybe they're your partner, and it makes more sense to stay with them than leave them because it's more trouble than it's worth. The divine is saying, yeah, but how does it feel? How does it feel? Because if it doesn't feel good, why are you doing it? Why are you continuing it? Because when we do things that make sense, that we intuitively sense or feel are not in alignment with our highest good, and we're forcing it to work, trying to convince ourselves and make excuses for it on why it needs to work, we align ourselves with tower moments. Tower moments are things that could have been avoided should you have listened to your heart space. So Buddha is asking you truly to feel your way through 2020 and not think your way through 2020, or you're going to end up with some really harsh realities, right? Communication being key. With the new moons, you have to understand the truth that you're manifesting from. I'm going to say that again. You have to understand the truth that needs to be communicated. If it doesn't feel good, you have to be able to express that however you need to express it. And let whatever or whoever it is go. You have to be able to let it go. As we get into the overall tops and bottoms of the deck, on the primary deck, we do have the Eight of Wands on the bottom with the Eight of Coin on the top. You're actively working on inner child healing this year. And Spirit is speaking to you and communicating with you via your feelings, via your thoughts. This doesn't work. You have to have an epiphany moment that says, I can't keep doing this, right? Spirit with the Eight of Wands is communicating clearly to you. You might even be having dreams. You might have certain ideas of whatever it is that are manifesting, and know that you're being pulled in another direction. Know that you're being asked to stop what you're doing. Think clearly by feeling. Right? Shifting that perspective away from what makes sense and what feels better. You're working on inner child healing. This has to do with what you deserve to experience. That you're not settling for unhappiness, or you're not settling for stress, especially when it's concerning money and things like that with the Eight of Coin, especially when it's concerning money or finance, as well as children if you have children involved in your life. Okay. The clarifying deck, we have the Six of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. The Six of Wands being on the bottom of the deck, the underlying energy that the universe is trying to show you is that this is a victory. Okay, this is a major victory and a changing of your fate with the Wheel of Fortune. It is a changing of your fate, especially when it comes to stability and feeling unconditionally loving energies in the home. Because if you look at the Wheel of Fortune card, there's this huge castle. Okay, there's like an empire there. This is what you're building. It's your legacy. It's your life's legacy. Do you want your life's legacy to be filled with tower moments and loss and despair, or stress and people that don't actually have your best interest at heart 110% with whatever it is that you want to create in your desires, right? If your heart space wants certain dreams, you can't think your way there. You have to feel your way there. And so Spirit is communicating with you to help you heal childhood wounding that prevents you from feeling victorious, like it's always an uphill battle, in order to change your fate so that you can establish essentially your legacy or your empire. Okay. As we get into the months, January, we have the Magician in the back face with the Seven of Wands. Now, the Magician in the back face, as soon as I saw this card pop up, I instantly got that manipulative energy. Could be someone that you consider family if they're not outright family. This is a manipulative person inside a family dynamic that needs to be laid to rest, okay? That you are in a journey with them, and I feel like you're coming to their defense with the Seven of Wands. They're looking at a new dawn, new day. And whatever it is that they're doing with or around you is manipulative. There's something that they're getting out of it. And you're coming to their defense. You're coming to their defense like a monkey or an ape. Right? It's primitive. You're coming to their defense because it makes sense to keep them around for whatever reason. But they're not healthy. They're not healthy for your energy. There's this new dawn, new day approaching, and you might need to stop coming to their defense, because I feel like you're going to feel really foolish. Okay, it's just the vibe I'm getting. I feel like you're going to feel really foolish when this magician moves forward, okay, with whatever it is that they're creating. I feel like they might even be using the guise of family for why they're there, why they're being supportive. And they might even be defending you. But there's a motive for why they're doing it. Okay, there's a motive behind it. In February, we have the Ten of Cups with the Ace of Wands, which is excellent energy. This is emotional fulfillment that you can't see yet. It's in the nighttime. The universe is giving you an opportunity to start fresh, to bless you with love energy and a stable new beginning where the dragon is encapsulated in the staff. This is you harnessing your duality, right? You're harnessing your duality. You're harnessing your shadow side, which means you understand that you can flip and switch on a dime. And your emotional fulfillment is coming through your ability to do that. It's coming through your ability to do that. You're taking your inner dragon and letting it work its magic. You're letting it work its magic, and it's creating emotional fulfillment. You just can't see that yet because you might be roaring. If you were defending this person in January and come February, you're like, what the fuck, I feel stupid. You're going to let this person know that you don't appreciate it. And it is creating your Ten of Cups. As we move into March, we have the Nine of Cups with another ace, the Ace of Wands. Now, this specific Nine of Cups, if you take a look at this guy, he's actually really fucking smug. Okay. This might even be the Magician from January. But he's really smug. This masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a man, but it's a very masculine energy. And he's standing there in this golden castle or this perfect home environment. And it's like, I've got 9 cups. I've got my wish fulfillment. What do you have? I'm bringing all these cups to the table. What are you doing? Gemini, your dragon comes out. It comes out again. I think you might have, even if you've withheld that dragon, right? Maybe in February, even if you withheld it and harnessed it and kept it rather calm. I think when this, it's almost, and I know the word is used loosely, but it is kind of like this narcissistic energy, okay, with this Nine of Cups. It could be someone that has drinking problems, okay? The Nine of Cups is sometimes associated with that. And this card is in the back face, so it could very well be someone who deals with addiction issues, indulgences, And you're coming in with a fucking fire. Your dragon has lit everything up and burned it down completely. I don't think that smug motherfucker is going to stick around very long. I think you might have tried to work it out with them. I think you might have tried to offer them a fresh, new, stable beginning. You were coming to their defense. You're offering them this. And I think they are absolutely making you feel like whatever you're providing is not enough. Whatever you're doing is not enough. And they have all of this stuff that they're putting out for you. And they're not. They're not, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not actually providing you with what you need or want. They're not providing you with the emotional fulfillment. Okay? They have all these emotions to offer, and they aren't giving it to you. They're not. They have all of these emotions, all of this love, and they are withholding and not giving it to you. They're saying, you want it, you have to love me. You have to love me more. You have to give to me more. Because I'm doing all of this and this and this and this and this. And you're like, yeah, but look at all that I'm providing for you. It might not be exactly what you're providing for me, but I'm balancing it out in other ways, right? It makes sense. And this person's like, yeah, well, what I'm providing is more important. What I'm doing is more important. And you don't like it. You do not like it. And I think you completely burn it to the ground. Incinerate it. Like, fuck you. Like Gemini energy. Went from being at their defense to saying, like, fuck you. Outright. You do not deserve my defense of you. You don't. And so come April, we have the Chariot card in the back face with the Three of Cups, and you're moving forward on your divine path. I think you're in this almost celebratory energy that you're moving forward, and they're on your mind. I think they're haunting your thoughts. You might not even necessarily be able to get away from them completely. You might be going into the arms of a new person or a new counterpart or just a new situation in general. The Three of Cups can sometimes indicate a third party being involved. So if it was just the two of you before, I think you're moving forward with someone else. Like, fuck that person. I'm moving forward with this new person because you do not understand what I was giving you, what I gifted you with my own energy, right? What made sense to you. You were giving them opportunity and they were taking it for granted. You need to give me more. You need to give me more. Jim said, no, I don't. So you're moving forward. April, you're moving forward. You've broken the chains. You're taking your cup of love and taking it somewhere else, right? You're just moving forward. And I feel like there's someone else that is absolutely there to support you, something worth celebrating with that energy. I think someone is open arms coming in to save you from feeling broken, to save you from feeling like you don't matter. Okay. Almost like they're healing your inner Lilith energy, right? They're coming in to kind of relieve that pain body that whoever this person was left. And in May, we get the Sun and we get the Star card, which is incredible. This is you being on your authentic path and receiving your soul wish. You're receiving your soul's highest wish. And with the new moon in Gemini being on May 22nd, whatever it is you're manifesting, whatever it was you were praying for, whatever you're wishing for, whatever it was that you desired, you're experiencing it in May. You have this beautiful sun. You have this beautiful star card. And your inner child is like so grateful. There's like this overwhelming gratitude. This overwhelming gratitude that you achieved what it is that you set out to achieve. You had this long vision of what you wanted to experience. You had this almost like this this dream in the far future that I feel like you were aiming for a long time, and it's finally showed up. It's finally showed up, okay, in May. Whatever you asked the divine for, whatever you prayed for, whatever you cried for, whether it's independence, a partner, a job, a living situation, whatever it is, that at some point in your life, especially, coming out of 2020, if it was last year or the year before, the universe said, wish granted. Wish granted, because it's helping you on your authentic path. It's helping you on your authentic path. In June, we get the 3 of coin in the reverse with the page of coin and the 3 of wands. Whatever you're doing in June, you are rejecting a contract, whether it's a legit, tangible contract here in the 3D or a soul contract in the 5D. Whatever it is, you said no thank you. Okay, so if this was the previous person, like if you moved forward and you're happy and you're experiencing your bliss state now, someone might be coming in and wanting another chance or whatever because they realize how happy you are without them. They're sorry, like maybe they were the ones that fucked up, and you're saying access denied. I'm not continuing this contract with you. I think you might even be coming to the defense of a child with the page of coins and moving on. You might be moving in general. You might be traveling, okay, with the 3 of wands. Because your truth is, it feels better to move forward and protect whatever it is intrinsically, whether it's an actual child or your inner child, and not move forward with whoever it was prior. Access denied. You're protecting yourself and you're moving on. You've passed the threshold, right? You've passed the threshold. In July, we have the King of Swords clarified by the Hanged Man. Now, Gem, I instantly felt like this was someone else, to be completely honest. I think you're seeing things from a higher perspective, a higher POV, and you're not willing to stay stagnant with someone. Could be dealing with someone who has very strong Aquarian energy in their chart. But you're seeing something from a higher perspective. You're shifting the way you view abandonment, and you're realizing that sometimes you just need to walk away and accept your fulfillment, right? What feels good. And I think someone's getting a reality check, okay, in July. Like, you're not coming back. You're not coming back. And this is huge, right? That the Hanged Man is clarifying that energy. It's a big deal. This is someone who thought that they had your MO pegged. They thought that they knew, everything that you wanted, everything that was the most important to you, everything that made sense. Well, Gemini would definitely go for this, or Gemini would definitely go for that. And you've totally switched it up on them. And I think they're like, what the fuck? Gemini still needs me for this, or Gemini could really use that, and they're not taking it? Yeah, because you're seeing things from a higher perspective. You don't deserve to feel like you're being shitted on or unappreciated, right? For whatever energy, whatever energetic currency you were providing to them, whether it was money, 3D stability in some which way, shape, or form, sex, right? Body currency, whether it was your time and your presence for them, with or without them around. Like, you were taking the time to consider them. You were teaching them or communicating with them and having conversations that they just weren't appreciating, right? That you're around and talking with them, or that you were loving them, right? Whatever the currency was, that you were just showing them love and consideration and being honest with them, giving them chances, whatever it was. You're not providing your currencies to them and draining yourself anymore because they weren't valuing you properly. And you're seeing things different. You realize that when you stop doing things logically and you let bullshit manipulative people go, people with a motive go, that everything starts to work out in your favor, right? That everything starts to work out in your favor. Now, getting into August. To be completely fair, Gem, I feel like you're tired in August. I think you've gone through a lot of energetic purging. I think you've gone through a lot of healing within the self. And in August, we get the 4 of coins with the 6 of coins. Overall, creating a 10 of coins, right? Which is technically the happy, stable home environment. I think you've released control with the 4 of coins in the back face. I think you've released control. I think you understand that the divine, the universe, absolutely loves you. It's showing you a clear picture of your inner power when you listen to how you feel and you're putting your thoughts out of the way. And I think you know intrinsically that it's your time to start giving to those who are giving to you, right? An appreciation of the people who are there for you, providing for you, considering you. You're now giving to them. I think you're making things happen. I think you're allowing the demons of your past to completely disappear. I think you're taking off. I think you're taking off in brand new stability, creating a whole new home environment, or at least a stable home environment, without whoever in it. And it feels good. I think it feels good. I think you've absolutely matured, which is the energy that I'm getting. I think you've matured a lot. Moving into September, we have Justice in the back face with the Knight of Cups. Now, to be completely fair, I didn't like this energy. And you could be dealing with a Libra, right? Because Justice is a Libra card. You could be dealing with a Libra. I feel like they come back demanding. I just got this demanding energy, demanding that you let them back in. Declaring love, declaring their readiness, declaring that they want blah, blah, blah. And they're completely out of balance. With the Justice card in the back face, I don't think they recognize that the scales are not equal. They're not equal. Whatever they were providing or thought they were providing does not compare even a little bit to whatever it was that you were providing for them. And they're coming back in roaring that they want love. I'm just hearing they want love. They want your love energy. They want whatever you were providing for them back. Whatever you took away, they want it back. I feel like whoever this person is, they're not going away anytime soon. Okay, they're not going away anytime soon. I'm even getting obsession. Okay, like they're obsessed with getting it back, even though they have completely ruined it. It could be a masculine energy. Okay, it could definitely be a masculine energy. And I'm getting real serious toxicity, like they are not in a good headspace. They are not in a good headspace at all. I don't even think they're in a good heart space either. I think they're extremely needy. I'm even getting desperate. Okay, desperation. So in October, I feel like the devil knocks on your door. We got the devil in the reverse with the 7 of coin. And Gem, I love this energy because the heart space, right? The feminine energy, the heart space has their dragon ready behind them. Their inner dragon is ready to go. And I feel like this is you, Gem. I feel like your inner dragon is ready to go. And you open your door and you see the devil there. And the devil isn't even coming correct. Like, he looks like a hot mess. He's not even in his full power, right? You could be dealing with a Capricorn or someone with strong Capricorn in their chart, or someone who is very money driven. And they're knocking at your door. And you open it like, who the fuck said you can be here on my doorstep? To be completely fair, I think you slam it shut. I think you slam the door shut. Because you're looking at them like you are a hot fucking mess, and I'm not buying into your bullshit. I don't care what you say. You're coming in here desperate. You're coming in here, with all of this, literally manipulation, right? Devil energy, manipulation, addiction, whatever it is. And you're like, I don't want any fucking parts of you. I don't want any parts of you. Back the fuck up off my step. For real. Like, how could you even knock on my fucking door? I released you. Didn't you get the fucking message? Did you not get the memo? Did I not spell it out in crayons clear enough for you? I don't fucking want you anymore, right? Is the energy I'm getting in October. I don't fucking want you anymore. Stop knocking on my door. Leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone. In October. I think you're taking the devil and telling him to go shove it up his fucking ass. To be completely fair. Whoever the devil is for you. You're telling them to fucking shove it. Go somewhere else with their bullshit. Cry a river somewhere else. You're not using me anymore. You're not manipulating me anymore. You're not keeping me bound to you. Fuck you. I want nothing to do with you. This is the energy I'm just pulling off of October. I think you're standing hardcore in your power because it just doesn't feel good to let this person back in. And obviously for good reason. They are the fucking devil. And even as the devil, they can't even come correct. They might be coming at you like, I've released all these things and da-da-da-da-da. And you're like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what you released. I don't give a shit what you stopped doing. I don't give a shit if you stopped drinking. I don't give a shit if you stopped using this or that, whatever. I don't care. I got no fucking time for you. There are no more second chances, third chances, fourth chances. Like, there are no more. Goodbye. Goodbye. And in November, we get the Page of Wands with the Six of Cups. This is the complete reinvention of the self. I feel like this is your own masculine energy within, feeling really confident. Feeling like this is new power that you've come into. And I think you know that it's only a matter of time with this Six of Cups, because she's holding an hourglass. And her dragon is there with her. I think you know it's only a matter of time before whoever they are comes back and knocks on your door again. You know it. Like, you've shut them out, they're gone for now, but I think you know they're not gone forever. You haven't heard the last of them. You haven't heard the last of them. And so you're developing this inner strength. You're developing this sense of self that is unfuckwithable in the time that you have. Right? While this person is trying to figure out how to get back at you again, get you back involved with them again, I think you know, with it only being a matter of time, how can you strengthen yourself? How can you build yourself? How can you fortify your energy so that you're unfuckwithable? You're completely going through a self-reinvention, definitely at a spiritual level. Having compassion for yourself, going beyond the mind, and feeling things, communicating clearly. And with that Six of Cups energy, like, this is a soulmate, right? This is definitely someone that you have lifetime's history with. someone you've met before, some soul that you've experienced before that's challenging you. And you know I just keep hearing it over and over. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. And I think you're ready. I think you're ready. I just heard you've swallowed enough of their shit, right? You've swallowed enough. So moving into December, we get the Two of Wands with the Moon card. And Gemini's like, where do I go from here? Right? Where do I go from here? You're looking at, do I stay where I am? Or do I manifest better? Do I move on to better? With the Moon card being there, I think you realize that as much as your dragon is serving you, that you're tired of having to use it. It's getting old, right? It's getting old. And you really don't want to keep having to pull it out and go through this every time with this person. You know they're coming back at some point, and you don't want to deal with them. And I think you're tired, right? I think you're tired. You've gone through so much purging that you were tired in August. You've dealt with so much shit towards the end of the year, and now you're just like, I can't go through another year of that shit with whoever this was. Person or group, it doesn't matter. You're over it. Beyond over it. And you just don't want to be involved with it anymore. And so you're like, do I stay and deal with it again and again, getting tired of it? Or do I move forward? Do I create a new dawn? Do I leave the stability of the life I have right now, wherever I'm at, and create my stability elsewhere? Trusting that I can. Trusting that I could feel my way there, knowing that the divine is guiding me, that it's woken me up, and that I'm seeing the light of day. You might not realize in December how much you need to move in order to truly be happy and avoid conflict. But I think going into 2021, you're going to realize it really quickly that you can't stay where you're at. So you might not see it yet. It might not make sense to you yet to move. But I think you're intuitively feeling that you have to get away, as far away from whoever this was as possible. Not only are they toxic, it's almost like vindictive. It's almost like they're vindictive. They are obsessed. They aren't dropping it and letting it go. It's become almost like a vengeful game to them. It's almost like they're testing to see if they can get over on you, if they can mentally manipulate you into whatever they want, whatever it is that they're trying to do. I think it's very ego driven. Okay, I think it's almost exclusively ego driven. I don't think they actually have any emotions or care. Okay, I don't think they actually have any emotions or care. I think they were using you from the beginning. I think they were taking advantage of whatever it is that you were offering. And you slammed the door, and now they're not going away. And so you might literally have to move and not realize it yet. Because continuing to deal with this person, it's almost like they're going to age you with stress. And they're going to keep you from truly experiencing like Four of Wands kind of energy. Happy, stable family, home life. I think they're getting in the way. I think you intuitively sense it. So keep it in mind, Gem. Keep it in mind. Because foresight, insight is priceless. And knowing this in advance, knowing this is who you're dealing with, the sooner you start building whatever you need to build in order to leave and get far away from this person, the better. The further away you can get from them, the better. You're not in alignment. It's all ego. And they're literally making it a point now to disrupt you just because they can, just because they think it's funny. This really toxic energy, like literally, it gives me chills. The energy that I picked up on in this reading. Have an insane amount of compassion for yourself. Communicate super, super clearly, and know that it doesn't matter what it is in your mind that makes the most sense. You have to feel straight through it and you will be fine. Listen to those inner pings that you're getting from the divine. Listen to your inner child that wants to be protected, that wants to be in its authentic path, that wants to get the long-term dream, the long-term vision that maybe at some point you wanted with this person because at the beginning of the year you were defending them. Maybe you wanted a certain dream with them, only to realize they might be the biggest mistake of your life. The biggest mistake. And you're claiming victory this year by taking fate into your own hands and creating your legacy, your empire, your stability through feeling. Through feeling. If you have to let go of one home environment that's wonderful to go into one that's not maybe as great, or maybe the house isn't as nice as the one you're leaving, I think you're realizing that's fine. Because even though one place might not be as nice as the other place, it's providing you peace instead. If it's not as luxurious, it's giving you peace of mind. It's giving you distance and space and room to breathe away from whoever this is, because you're dealing with a narcissist. You're dealing with someone quite literally who's a fucking bastard, right? An asshole or a fucking bitch. Whoever they are. Gem, just know I'm fucking praying for you, okay? I'll be praying for you all year. I look forward to doing your readings, right? Because I'm going to be doing the readings month by month throughout the year, and I look forward to seeing what kind of messages, what kind of guidance I can provide for you to help you through this whole situation, because this is rough. All right, this is really, really rough dealing with whoever this is. So I will be here for you, okay? I will be here for you. If you want more from me outside of just YouTube, because I post constantly on Facebook, all of my information's in the description. You can find me in the Ascension team. You can find me in the Greater Holistic Community group. You can find me at Divine Rebel Readings on Facebook. You can even send me friend requests there, to my profile if you'd like, because I post on my profile all the time. It's my public profile. You can do that. All right, and I will be there to support you through it. If you want to go back to this message at a later date, in the playlists on my channel, I do have a special playlist just for Gemini. So if you don't want to, scroll through and go back through a ton of videos to try and find this message, you can go into the Gemini playlist and it'll be right there for you along with all of your other readings. All right, you can even go back and look at previous readings in hindsight, like how you ended up getting involved with this person, right? The energies that were going on. You're like, oh my, hindsight 2020, like Jesus. You know what I mean? Had I only been listening to Divine Rebel sooner. But it's all there. Okay, it's all there. So until next time, Gem, I wish you nothing but the best. I'm here for you. Remember always to love each other, and most importantly, love yourself. Take care.